say so, what is it about New York? What is it specifically about New York, Manhattan, that gave rise to a poetic movement that was important enough for us to put it on our syllabus, that inspired this very specific aesthetic?
All right, great question.
There is a bit of silence.
Put the mic right up to you,
Sorry,
please.
there's going to be a bit of silence between the lines because there is a great deal of solitude in New York, despite the 64-color Crayola box that it is. There's some silence between his sentences,
Yes.
and that's where his solitude is, with his poetry in his pocket as
Yes.
he reflects on his friends while the neon lights are in
Yes.
the sunlight.
Beautifully put, Mandana. You should come up here. Come on, Mandana, come up here. We have a chair for you. No, you're going to refuse? Okay.
It seems like a little bit ago, it seemed like we were talking about the New York School as almost being kind of a departure from Imagism in some ways, or a lot of ways. And one aspect of the Imagists that seemed like really carried over to them was the value of ordinary things and of anything. And I mean, shortly before the New York School, we had, surely a lot of war poetry, which is a very extraordinary thing, or writing about a rogue state, or writing about an entire generation, which are all pretty extraordinary things. And then O'Hara kind of brings it down to talking about what happens while he's eating lunch and while he's walking around during lunch.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering what you might have to say about the ordinary things and ordinary life in the New York School, if not just Frank O'Hara, for framing a way to talk about something more extraordinary.
Okay. All right. Who wants to take this? Andrea? Really? Boy, you are so game.
Why not?
Why not?
Worst I can do is be wrong. I would say that two different things. One is that I think we see this with the modernists and the postmodernists all the way throughout, that they're taking something that we wouldn't think of as beautiful, lyrical, all of that, and turning it into something that is really special and kind of encapsulating that. And then the second thing, it was the last thing that, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, Bryce said, that made me think, well, I'm not sure whether there's this, I guess there's this mode of whether it takes something that is everyday and turns it into something fabulous. I'm not sure the New York guys were doing that. I feel like they were taking something everyday and turning it into kind of an everyday thing. I feel like maybe Williams did that and made something special out of the green piece of glass, but I feel like with the New York guys, their point was almost to say everyday life is to kind of be cherished and treasured, and the moments are important, and the lunch hour is important, but it doesn't kind of magnify it. It doesn't make it into anything that it's not. It doesn't make it bigger.
That's very well put.